My fault, y'all. I was muted, but good morning, y'all. I hope y'all having a lovely morning. Blessed to see another day. Blessed to be able to do this again. But let's get right into it. So, this is a topic that came out about a week or so ago, and I just haven't really got a chance to touch on it. But I really have been wanting to touch on it. With everything that's been going on, it's just like topic after topic to talk about, and not to mention on top of the busy schedule that I have. But I'm going to get straight into it. So we're going to talk about this so-called secret lab discovered in California. And if you don't know, they said this was a illegal medical lab, and it included bioengineered mice, infectious agents like you had like AIDS, I think syphilis, things like that, deadly diseases. So I'm about to share y'all the article, and we're gonna get straight into it.
They are shocked at the
Fair use, fair use. Hold on, let me
biological
start it
house
back
of
over for
horror.
y'all.
CBS 47's Juanita Adame.
Let me. Come on, man. Don't do this.
Anything like this.
There we go. Okay.
5 years. I have never seen anything like this.
First at 11, this one is tough to believe. An investigation tonight into a possible illegal medical lab. It was operating out of an abandoned warehouse in Reedley. Inside, mice bioengineered to incubate the COVID-19 virus. The lab was discovered near I and 9th Streets. 30 were
So you know how they talked about how that a lab in Wuhan, China or whatever. You know how they said that they created this deadly virus. Well, this right here, I feel like this is saying otherwise. I feel like this was created right here in our backyard. And this is most definitely not no secret lab or anything like that. This I'm pretty sure they knew about this lab, because can't nothing go be secret like that, especially not no LA. It's surveillance everywhere. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they been orchestrating diseases, COVID-19, and they've been orchestrating all type of stuff in this lab for the longest time.
refrigerators and freezers, some broken, were found filled with bodily fluids. Health officials tell us they are shocked at the biological house of horror. CBS 47's Juanita Adame live in studio with the shocking details tonight.
Well, Brian, this story is so complicated. There are local, state, and federal agencies all involved. Now, what prompted this investigation was a simple garden hose that was illegally attached and coming out of the back of a building. It was back in April inside this abandoned.
So y'all saying the only reason y'all found out about this was from a garden hose being attached at the illegally attached at the back of the building. Cut it out. Y'all knew about it this whole time. Y'all probably had paid scientists, paid medical doctors to be working inside of this warehouse, to be concocting all these crazy diseases and stuff like that.
Warehouse in Reedley that a discovery so shocking was made that it left local health officials stunned.
This is a truly unusual situation. I've been in government for 25 years. I have never seen anything like this.
I've never have seen this in my 26-year career with the county of Fresno.
What was supposed to be an empty building used only for storage was home to an unauthorized lab testing facility, something no one had even conceived of.
We reach out to our local public health director.
So y'all probably on a local scale didn't know, but I'm pretty sure some higher up people they knew, and they had people hired working in this lab.
Of the state, California, and there's really nobody has really expressed this type of interaction with a unlicensed lab. So it is something new.
The discovery was made after a local code enforcement officer noticed this garden hose poking out a back wall of the building.
Frankly, we knew that that shouldn't be there. And when she went to go investigate, she found that there was activity or operation or something happening within that building.
The city then obtained several search warrants to enter the building. Once inside, no staff was located, but
There was a special room that was built housing about 1,000 mice, 1,000 white lab mice.
and the reason the mice were in the lab was jaw-dropping.
Through their statements, that they were doing some testing on laboratory mice there that would help them support developing the COVID test kits that they had on site.
Documents show the lab was also being used to produce pregnancy tests.
So they was using this to produce COVID test kits. I mean, why? Like, I believe it's something way more sinister than that. That doesn't sound right. Just to produce the test kits. So they had all these mice and stuff in there.
200 of the nearly 1,000 mice were already dead. According to court documents, all the rodents were being caged in, quote, inhumane conditions. Also found thousands of vials, many of which contained biohazards, materials including human blood, unidentified tissue, and other unknown substances.
A lot of these are being classified under unknown chemicals. Labels had been removed from bottles, so there was only certain testing we could do to those chemicals.
According to court documents,
see, they knew what they was doing. This was already planned out. They probably got the word of like, hey, they about to come search this place. Make sure you don't leave any labels, because this was done discreetly. I wouldn't be surprised if they use this to concoct some type of diseases to put out on the people. Like that's crazy.
experts determined that at least 20 potentially infectious, viral, bacterial, and parasitic agents were being stored inadequately.
Look at this. They got hepatitis B. They got chlamydia, E. coli. I don't even know how to read some of this stuff. Dengue virus, HIV 1 and 2. Human herpes. They got all these viruses in this lab, y'all. SARS. Oh, y'all see
including
this?
E. coli, malaria, and even COVID. The city of Reedley immediately called in the
And
CDC, the
COVID.
FBI, the California Department of Public Health, and the Fresno County Department of Public Health.
I think because of that swift action that was taken, we really have been able to maintain public safety this entire time.
Over the course of
Man, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if the COVID-19 outbreak started in that lab. I wouldn't be surprised they got like multiple labs across the not just the United States, but globally, to where they concocting these type of diseases and finding some way to infect them with the people. Affect the people with these diseases. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
several
They doing
weeks,
all types of
investigators
stuff.
figured out just what they were up against. And as of now,
There are no more biologicals, there are no more mice, but they still will see us abating. There's 30 freezers and fridges, there's medical equipment, there's all sorts of furniture in there. And so they'll still see some activity, nothing hazardous at this point.
Prado said the owners operated under the name Prestige Biotech, and so far they aren't saying much.
Some of our other federal and state partners still have active investigations going. So I really can speak more to the building side of it.
Now, again, Reedley City officials emphasized that the lab had
I wouldn't be surprised if they was hired by the federal government. Me personally, I would not be surprised if they was hired by the federal government. And how come you have not found any other people yet? You have, you can find all the evidence to find all this other stuff, but you can't find nobody's DNA nowhere in this lab, or you can't trace nobody's DNA to know who are the people that was actually doing this. running the experiment on these mice, because they wasn't doing this for no pregnancy test kits and no COVID test kits. How is having all them infectious diseases? Well, what is the point of having all them infectious diseases just for COVID-19 test kits? That doesn't make any sense. And as you know, I'm not no biologist or no any type of medical person or no doctor, um, or no chemist or any of that. That was actually one of my least favorite subjects. But yeah, like yeah, I definitely believe they concocting up these diseases and they find some type of way to pass them to the people, because you keep hearing about these syphilis outbreaks on the rise and everything. And I did my research, right? I'm gonna stop sharing this. I did my research and I seen that the syphilis outbreak is not only happening in Houston, because when people they was talking about the syphilis outbreak, they kind of like shifting the blame on black women or black men. It was like, well, these black women getting it for black men. It's kind of causing kind of a small gender war, right? And the thing is, right, I think it's more sinister than that, than just having unprotected sex. Because these same people that's getting this syphilis, they saying that HIV is included, chlamydia is included, gonorrhea is included, and they had all these things in their lab. And I did some more research, and I seen to where the syphilis spiked worldwide. Let me try to pull that up, right? Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, because this is gonna be pretty deep. Let me see. Now this was back in July 7th. It says, no, let me actually share this with y'all. It says antibiotic shortage could worsen syphilis epidemic. And if you don't know, guess who makes the syphilis antibiotics? You see it right there. So the primary drug used to treat the sexually transmitted infection could be scarce into next year. Pfizer warns. A new shortage of a type of penicillin crucial to the fight against syphilis is alarming infectious disease experts who warn that a protracted scarcity of the drug could worsen the U.S. epidemic of the sexually transmitted infection. The shortage announced by the drug making Pfizer. See, they make that, and guess what? Guess what they also make? They also made that poke as well. So, in some type of way or form, I'm starting to think all this is linked. I'm believing all this is linked together. The company cited significant increases in demand because of the rising rate of syphilis infections, as well as I don't know how to spell it. I don't know, Bicillins, recent use as an alternative to amoxicillin, another antibiotic that has periodically been scarce and is prescribed for more general infections like strep throat. Stephen Donahue, a spokesman for Pfizer, said it would likely take about a year for the company to ramp up on production by 50% at its plant in Rochester, Michigan, and ultimately manufacture enough Bicillin to meet demand and shore up reserves. Since syphilis has been on the rise in the United States, reaching 176,000. 176,000, 176,713 cases in 2021, which was an increase of nearly 75% since 2017, according to the Center of Disease Control. So this is just not Houston; it's the United States as a whole, right? Increased by 75%. So why would it just increase so much after the whole pandemic? I wonder why. It's giving me Tuskegee 2.0 vibes. That's what it's giving me. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna read all this, but yeah. Yeah, so they most definitely doing biological warfare on us. And let me show you this, right? Let me show you this. I know y'all been hearing about this, and I really wanted to do something on this topic too. Hmm. Hold on. So let me show y'all this video. This was a music festival in Baltimore. If I can find the video. Come on, y'all. The video. I don't see the video. You know what? TikTok is sometimes can be your best friend when it comes to stuff like this. So I'm gonna play this for y'all.
This shit happened out of nowhere. We just sit here all of a sudden and that just start attacking people. Look at all these people. People are leaving. Look at this shit. It's attacking all these people.
Fair use, fair use.
Out of fucking nowhere. It just started. We were just sitting here for hours. Okay, I'm getting out of here.
So yeah, basically they dropped said a helicopter came and dropped some mosquitoes on all these black people, right? Let's take a look at this. And drop mosquitoes on all these black people. And I'm gonna show y'all where I'm going with this, right? Y'all bear with me. So y'all says researchers turn mosquitoes into flying vaccinators. So what they're doing, and they already have this advanced technology to where they can vaccinate people with these mosquitoes and things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had some type of vaccine in those mosquitoes they dropped on all those black people. And I wouldn't be surprised if this poke was basically the Tuskegee experiment 2.0, to where all these cases of syphilis are rising. Disinfecting people like this, because it's not just in Houston. And then you got this biological lab, and then you also have Pfizer. They're actually funding this. I mean, they actually make the antibiotics for syphilis. So there's more money going into their pocket. So it's a vicious cycle, as you can see. So yeah, they're most definitely doing biological warfare on us. That lab in LA was not no coincidence. I'm pretty sure those people were hired by the federal government, allegedly. And I'm pretty sure that the whole pandemic, this lab, and the rise of syphilis across America is somehow linked. I can most definitely see that being the case. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments about this. Do you think that lab is just a coincidence? Um, do you think it's biological warfare? Do you think it's a money grab? They're doing this to make more profit, put money in their pockets. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace. I'm about to get up out of here. If you like the content, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and y'all have a good day.